she used the toilet on the plane, never expecting it would save her life. As she prepared to go out, the plane suddenly shook violently. Weightlessness threw her into the air. She fainted from the impact. When she woke up, she found the surroundings in complete chaos. She tried to open the toilet door, but it wouldn't budge. She had to kick it open forcefully with her feet. The sight in front of her filled her with utter despair. Outside was a world of ice and snow, with plane wreckage scattered everywhere. It was clear the plane had crashed into a snow-capped mountain during flight. She searched everywhere for her family. When she found them, they had already frozen into ice blocks. She tried to dig the bodies out. At that moment, a man heard the noise and came out of the plane. They were the only 2 survivors left. The climate here was extreme, and supplies were scarce. After discussing, they decided to leave this place. They collected some usable supplies and set off. They walked for an unknown distance, and reached the edge of the snow-capped mountain. This was the only way out. The 2 had to risk their lives climbing down the cliff. However, this was extremely difficult for the woman who had acrophobia. She slipped and almost fell off, but luckily the man grabbed her just in time. Through relentless efforts, the 2 finally reached the mountainside. But this part was almost perpendicular to the ground. The woman felt dizzy just by glancing down. They had to move along the protruding rocks. After taking just a few steps, the woman was blocked by a large rock and dared not move forward. She looked at the cliff below and froze in fear. The man stretched out his hands to pull her over. Although her legs were weak, she bravely took a step forward to survive. But just as the man was about to move on, he found there were no more protruding rocks ahead. The 2 were trapped on the mountainside. At the critical moment, the man suddenly had an idea. He jumped down abruptly, landing precisely on a tree. With the tree's buffer, the man landed safely. He quickly told the woman to jump down towards the tree, but this was really hard for the acrophobic woman. However, encouraged by the man, she still jumped. In the end, the man caught her, but when the man stood up, he found his phone had been smashed. Yet even a working phone would have no signal here. After a short rest, the 2 continued their journey. Soon, they arrived at another snow-capped mountain. The man suddenly spotted a cave ahead. On this freezing snow-capped mountain, it could shelter them from the cold night storms. He hurriedly called out to the woman behind him, telling her to speed up, but by then, the woman was clearly exhausted. At that moment, he suddenly saw a terrifying sight.